Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Hi.
We're
hello,
good on
everyone.
Facebook, John.
Hello, Louise. You're on Facebook? Okay. Well, hello,
Yes.
everybody. Welcome to Friday. Um, Outside my window, it's nice and bright, but it's also like 30 degrees in Fahrenheit. So it's still cold here in Washington. Uh, but it's great to see all of you.
Hello. Hola, Pablo.
So today we have a wonderful artist and good friend, Pablo. Pablo is a brand ambassador from Spain. He wins just about every contest he enters. He's just so unbelievably quick. If I could only be 1/50th of what he can do, I'd be so happy with myself. Hello, Pablo. How are you?
Hello, good morning for you. Fine, thank you. Very busy as always, running from one place to another, but very happy to be here finally.
It's good to have you here. I think we have you many times in the beginning of the year.
Yes.
So it's wonderful. Ethel, are we going to see some of Pablo's work?
Yes. So we'll start with a PowerPoint.
Okay.
I know many of our friends here with us today must have been following Pablo. We already are 128, and there are new names inside Pablo. So I suppose most of them are your students and followers.
Yes.
But still, we want more to connect with you. So we will start with this PowerPoint. So, our dear friends, if you haven't followed Pablo on Instagram, please do so. This is his handle, Pablo Rubén _ watercolors. And of course, it's also on Facebook. As always, Pablo would love for you to share something about your artworks. We begin with this piece. I'm sure many will be inspired.
That's awesome.
Would you like to share a line or two for each of the artworks here?
Sorry?
Oh, can you
Can
hear
you
me?
Uh,
Tell us a little bit about it.
si puedes decir un par de palabras
okay,
sobre
no,
la
sí, sí, sí,
pintura?
estaba. Yes, this is I love Venice. I was last year. I was again in Venice taking more pictures because I think it's an infinite place to inspire and to have picture for hundreds of watercolors. So this is not the usual view of San Marcos Square or with the Campanile. This is a normal corner, but I think the beauty is everywhere in Venice. Oh, this one is from a plein air competition. This is, of course, a larger format. This is about 1 meter by 1 meter. And this is the river Guadalquivir in Andújar. This is an old mill, an old water mill, and also it's a very hidden place. I love to paint when I join in plein air competition. I love to paint outside the cities, outside the towns, and always in lonely place with a lot of nature and hearing the songs of the birds. So with this work, I won the first prize in that competition. It was a very high level competition a few years ago. This is also from a plein air competition. Most of my works, most of the works I used to publish in my Instagram and Facebook are from plein air competition. This is also a very large format. Is about 1 meter 20 by 80 centimeters, and is in La Mancha, the region which is closest to my town, to my city. And this is a sunset, and the car is a 2CV. Citroën 2CV is my personal mark. I try to include this brand of car every time I can because I have this. I love vintage cars, and I have also a similar car, 50 years old car.
50 or 15?
50,
50,
almost 50.
50.
Yes, yes, Citroën.
Also a C2, a CV2?
CV2, yes.
Uh,
CV2. This is a view. This is Madrid. This is the city where I was born. This is a view from one of the buildings, the highest buildings in the center of Madrid. And this is the Royal Palace with the main avenue with a lot of atmosphere. This is an studio work. It's not plein air, of course. And I love also the aerial views. Every time I have the chance, I climb to the buildings, to the top of any building to take pictures, also to paint later some watercolors with this kind of view.
That's the last artwork.
We have a person here, Rita. He says, "Please, maestro, show a plane."
No, I am learning to be a drone pilot now. So
Really?
this is my next thing, because I need to have different points of view, and I need to have the title of drone pilot. So you will see in the future more aerial views taken with my drone.
Wow.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
At some point, you might want to talk to Giovanni. He's a drone pilot.
Oh, sorry?
Giovanni is a drone pilot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Pablo, I have a license. Do you need a flight test? I'm ready.
Yes, it's very easy. Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Pablo, anytime you want to begin.
Okay.
And do you want people to ask you questions as you paint or at the end?
Yes, of course. I think if the chat doesn't go too fast, I can read at the same time I am painting. So I'm very used to read, paint, and translate from Spanish to English. So
multitasking. Multitasking, that's unusual.
Okay, don't worry. I think I'm unable to do that.
Of course.
Fantastic.
I'm going to change the screen. So I'm going to okay. Can you see everything?
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to paint. This is another one of my usual subjects, water subject. River, paddles, lakes. I love any kind of subject has water inside. So in this case, it's a canal in France. I used to travel all the summers to France. This time I think is very interesting because it has a lot of different greens. I'm going to show you how I mix the greens. And also some tips about composition. The picture has been already composed by me. The focal point is very, very clear. Is the house we have in the golden area. So I'm going to start with drawing. Okay. It's very simple house with a chimney. And it's going to be my focal point in this landscape. I used to draw with a soft mind. I prefer to draw very fast and very soft to avoid making too much pressure on the paper. I draw very fast. I'm very trained because of the plein air compositions. Last weekend, I did my first 2 plein air competitions of the year in the region of Valencia. You can see both pictures, both watercolors in my Instagram. And in the first one, I painted some paddles, and in the second one, I painted a small canal. Canal with a small river. Always trying to find subjects with water and reflections. Well, we have here a small ridge. Is the secondary main subject. It's also in a golden area, but it's not so important as the house because of the contrast. Because the house has white walls. Yes, this is a scraper. It's for applying gesso on the walls. It's from a hardware store. It's not from our supplies. But for me, it's essential to draw straight lines. I used to handle all the time on my left hand. Okay, for plastic, yes. So for apply thick layers of gesso or something similar on the walls. Well, the drawing is very easy. House with some windows. We have the shore of the river and some. I'm going to draw also the reflection of the house. It's important to have everything in the same line, in the vertical line. And we have then here the reflection of the forest. We have here some foreground with some grasses, and we have on the other side we have the left shore of the river. It's a mechanical pencil with a 1 millimeter mine and 2B of softness. It's very soft. Okay, 2B, yes. We have here some trees. Well, very simple drawing to make a very fast exercise. I don't want to make too complicated this subject. Well, I'm going to start with the sky and also the reflection of the sky on the river to have same values and same colors in both areas. My palette now is completely, well, it's almost clean. I'm going to. Yes, sorry?
Because you use this mud also to make your colors, right?
Yes. Sometimes some leftover of the palette is also good to break the colors. I'm using now wisteria because it's not a sunny day at all. It's more a cloudy day. We have a lot of light on the house, but the sky is not blue. So I'm using wisteria with a little bit of lavender. And to break the color a little bit, I'm going to use some sepia. With these three colors, I get a kind of purple gray. I'm going to wet everything because I want that all the color is everywhere. This mother color is also on the greens, on the vegetation. The only thing I'm going to keep is the house. I'm going to save the white of the house, and the rest is going to be with this soft gray purple. Okay, I'm covering everything, even the greens. Here in the river, I'm going to make a grading. The top of the river is going to be lighter, and as soon as I am approaching to the foreground, the colors are going to be darker. So I am just adding same colors but more pigment. First was I did the first wash with more water than pigment, and now I'm using 50-50. I'm using a synthetic flat brush. This is an Skoda Ultimo flat brush. Now I'm adding some French ultramarine blue to make the color darker, but always broken. I'm not using pure colors. I'm mixing the sepia with the French ultramarine blue and with the rest of the mix I did at the beginning.
So you have added French ultramarine?
Sorry?
You have added some French ultramarine to the mix?
Yes, French ultramarine, yes.
Thank you.
Darker in the reference picture is not so dark, but I have forced it a little bit to make it darker and to create more grading in this area. Well, I need to let it dry it completely before painting the rest of the reflection on the water. So while it's drying, outside my studio now it's raining, it's very cold, it's about 3 degrees. So the paper is not going to dry very fast, but enough to start painting the background. Well, in the reference picture, the greens in this area are very similar to these greens, but I'm going to change a little bit. I'm going to make cooler greens for the background. And I'm going to start again with the lavender. Lavender, a little bit of wisteria, same colors I use it for the sky. And I'm going to add phthalo green blue shade. This is my primary green. I use the paper is cold pressed. No, not hot. Not hot press. That's not white. Is Jean Brilliant #1. It's not white, but with the lights, it seems to be very light, but it's not white. Well, I have mixed these colors with a little bit of Hansa yellow medium to make the color a little bit more green. Anyway, this is a gold green because it has a few amount of yellow. So I want to have gold greens at the backgrounds to create depth. And
relax. It works with the water in your body to hydrate and self-inflict.
oh,
Someone's mic is on. Sorry.
I'm going to paint the background with this mix, and as soon I am approaching to the foreground, I'm going to add more yellow. That's the way to create depth using the size is 12. This is Skoda Ultimo #12, synthetic hair. Squirrel imitation. Well, I'm using more Hansa yellow medium to the mix on the closest areas, on the closest trees. Now my paper is moist, it's not completely dry. Well, to avoid covering the house, I'm going to use again my scraper to have hard lines around the house, around the chimney.
This brush that you're using, is it natural or synthetic hair?
Yes, this one is natural. In this case, I'm using a Reserva. It's a Reserva, Skoda Reserva, number 10. This brush is softer than the previous one. You don't need to use a natural hair brush. I love this brush, but it's true that it's a very expensive brush and it's not easy to get nowadays. because every time the brushes are more synthetic and less natural. Anyway, I have covered everything. Now I have all the background with the light colors. I'm going to change now my brush, and now I'm going to use a Perla brush, a synthetic, harder brush, number 14. Thank you, I'm happy. Well, now I'm going to start with the darks. For making dark greens, I'm going to start with indigo and Hansa yellow medium. With these two colors, I get a dark green, but not too bright, because I need softer greens at the backgrounds, and I will add brighter greens at the foreground. Yes, indigo. Now my paper is moist. It's not completely dry. Previous layer is still a bit wet. So with the side of my brush, with the Perla, I'm going to paint the dark areas. Okay, creating the volumes and creating the darks, the shadows of the trees. This green is also a bit broken because the indigo has two pigments, has black and also blue. So that's the reason when I make a green with these two colors, the green is a bit broken. It's not pure. Okay. So I prefer this soft. We can see the background, the previous layer. And I'm going to make darker greens as I am approaching to the foreground. Now I'm using more phthalo green blue shade with indigo and a little bit of Hansa yellow medium. Now I have a darker green, but stronger than this one, because this part of the landscape is closer to us. So this area is very dark, behind the house. I will tell you the name of the place at the end. I have the name in the computer, but I don't remember. Well, darker values around the house to create a contrast and to have the focal point with the highest contrast of the work. Dry brush strokes. My brush is very dry. See that I don't have too much pigment on the palette. Too much water on the palette. Is very dry to create this kind of textures.
But the water is on the paper, right?
Yes, that's right. My palette is almost dry here. Well, I'm going to change to the other side. This part of the trees is warmer. The light is in this area. To make some blending, because this is almost dry, I'm going to spray a little bit to create lost and found edges. And I'm going to make another green. Now I'm mixing Hansa yellow medium with some phthalo green. The phthalo green is the same always, the blue shade. Okay, so I have a darker green and very bright. It's completely different from previous greens I use it. Again, I'm using the size of the brush to create textures, to break the edges. I also take some leftover on my palette to make harmony and to make everything in the same atmosphere. Well, I need that everything is completely dry before painting the roof of the house and before painting more things. So I'm going to continue with the shore of the river. Brighter greens. Now I'm going to use in a different place of in a different part of my palette. I'm going to start with the Hansel yellow. I'm going to use a little bit of cobalt teal blue. Now this green is lighter and brighter than previous one to create this lovely light green. To put more cobalt teal blue, lovely color. Interesting color. It's very interesting, this color, because of the mixes, because of the hue is very, very special. Well, I'm going to start with all the brushwood, all the bushes we have on the shore of the river. Again, very light. I start always with the lights and keep adding more darks. This is Jean Brilliant number 1. This color I have here to make the color lighter. It's one of the new colors. I love the colors with titanium white. Jean Brilliant, Wisteria, Lavender, Buff Titanium. I use a lot this kind of colors. I'm not a purist and I paint a lot with opaque colors to create different effects and to create different kind of blendings. For me are essential. Well, I'm painting the grass outside the river here. Here we have more grass. I'm going to focus. No, maybe sometimes I pass my hand under the camera and maybe it could be out of focus, but oh yes. If your connection is weak, maybe you can see unfocused. Okay, I'm going to put the darks here. Now I'm going to add a new color to the mix. I'm using indigo, I'm using phthalo green, and using sepia. These three colors are very dark. The sepia and the indigo have titanium white, black in their composition. So I can make very, very dark colors in this area on the shore. Also here, very dark. Well, while is drying everything, because if the forest is still wet, the roof or the house could blend, and I prefer to let it dry completely. So I'm going to start with the reflections. Yes, I'm going to change again my brush. I'm going to use the Kolinsky hair brush, natural hair. And I'm going to start with all the reflection, the big reflection of the greens on the water. Here we have some blending. The reflection of the house is not completely sharp, so I'm going to spray a little bit in this area to avoid having a line. So I'm wetting around the house, around the reflection of the house. Here the reflection is going to be sharp, and here I want a soft reflection. Same in this area. I want to have soft reflections between the different greens. So the only part is completely dry is the edge of the reflection. So I'm going to start with the background. Now I'm going to add to the mix because the reflections are warmer than the real life, than the real objects. I'm going to add some transparent red oxide to the mix to make the color more brown. So I'm going to start with the farthest area. I'm using Hansa Yellow Medium, phthalo green, and transparent red oxide. Also, very interesting color. I use the transparent red oxide as my burnt sienna, but I love the textures of the transparent red oxide, and also the light is like an orange. I'm making different mixes because the reflection are not the same everywhere. I am mixing different greens. Here is a warmer green, here is a lighter green, here is a darker green. So
do you make your darkest greens with indigo or with ultramarine?
No, with usually with indigo, not with ultramarine. Sometimes if the greens are very bright, I can use ultramarine, but I prefer indigo for darking greens.
Okay, thanks.
I'm mixing different greens. Again, this is very dark. I need very dark colors. In this case, the reflections are warmer because of the color of the water. Because this is a river, and this is not a tropical river. The water is not clear. So sometimes even we can see the bottom of the river, and the water, because it's not transparent, it changes a little bit the color of the reflection. So the reflection in this case is a bit warmer than the trees. Well, different greens, mix it. Okay. Well, I have left the edge of the reflection completely dry. Here I have different values, different colors, more indigo to make the color darker. Okay. And I'm going to make the reflection of this shore of the lake, or of the river, sorry, on dry paper. Using the side of my brush, I can create these lovely textures. Yes, Skoda Reserva. There is another brush that is very similar to the Skoda Reserva, is the
Versatile.
The versatile. So you can use perfectly a versatile, even an ultimo. The hair of the ultimo brush is very soft. No, I'm painting the edges of the reflection on dry paper, and making soft waves. They are not real waves, but the water has a soft movement. So all the edge is completely destroyed. It's not sharp, and it helps a lot to create the movement of the water.
So the ripples are on dry paper?
Yes. Yes, this area is completely dry.
Okay.
I only wet to create the softness of the reflection of the house. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to finish the reflections, and then I will put some grasses at the foreground. Well, I'm going here. The paper is done.
You have 20 minutes left, Pablo.
Okay, perfect. It's enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
No, plenty. You can do another painting, I think.
Yes, I think so.
How long does it take you to do 1 by 1 meter? Or
4 hours.
4 hours, imagine.
Yes, I can do in less time. Last year I joined it twice. I joined it in 2 competitions at the same time. So I spent 2 hours in each one.
My God.
Because the 2 cities were very close, Getafe and Leganés. They are neighbor, so only 10 minutes driving. So I did Getafe in 2 hours and then Leganés in 2 hours.
Oh my God. And they are always huge sizes for the...
Yes, always, yes. For the plein competitions, minimum size is 1 meter. If you paint smaller, you don't have any chance to win.
Because you compete with acrylics and oils and everything?
Sometimes, but it's only when there is 2 categories of in the competition, and I paint a watercolor and also I paint an acrylic. Well, the paper now is damp. I'm going to scratch a little bit with a card. This is a hotel card to move and to scratch some part of the pigment to create these small things, small signs that we have on the surface of the water. So I am lifting pigment with the corner of my card while the paper is damp. If you do it on wet paper, you will have a dark line instead a light. Even these grasses, I can paint these grasses scratching. The darker ones will be done later. Well, so I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to change to the background. I'm going to paint now the bridge, the background. Soft light colors. I'm using now Jean Brilliant #2. It's a opaque painting, but I use it with a lot of water, so it becomes transparent. So don't hesitate to use opaque colors. You can transform them in transparent colors very easy. So I'm going to paint the wall of this part of the house. The bridge also is going to be with this color. I only want white here. So at the background we have a lot of darks. I'm going to use sepia, a little bit also of pyrrole violet, indigo, to make the color dark and also purple.
So it's perylene violet and?
A little bit of sepia.
Sepia, yeah.
Yes. but pyrrole violet mostly. This is the bridge, the background of the bridge. Anyway, this is not the focal point. Well, I'm going to paint the roof, lavender, very light, also very transparent. Lavender is also an opaque color, but if you use this color with a lot of amount of water, it's a lovely color. This color is for the roof and also for the shadows of the chimney. This roof is lighter than the other side. I'm going to use the side of my brush to create some texture. Okay. On the road, I'm going to put some lines, some texture also. Well, I'm going to paint now the shadow of the wall of the main house, wisteria, lavender, to get a kind of purple, a very, very soft and light purple. Now we have volume because the wall is very, very light and the other wall is into the shade. Well, while it's drying again, I'm going to finish with the greens, with the light greens. Now I'm going to use opaque painting. I'm using Jean Brilliant number 1, Hansa Yellow medium, and a little bit of phthalo green. A few amount of phthalo green. Be careful because the phthalo green is very bright, and if you use too much, it's going to be too artificial, not too real. So I am going to put some highlights, in this case on dry paper with opaque painting. Now I'm painting using the Jean Brilliant number 1. I get a thick and opaque light green. It's very interesting. Even here on the left shore of the river, I'm going to put here another bush with more phthalo green. This green is completely different as all the previous greens I used it before.
Why?
It's because it's brighter. It has more phthalo green. That's the reason. This area is closer.
Okay. So the brightness is due to the phthalo green and the Jean Brilliant, maybe?
Yes, and also the cadmium yellow. It helps a lot.
Cadmium. Oh, it's not
Yes.
Hansa. This
Sorry, Hansa.
Okay.
It's not cadmium. It's Hansa.
Okay. So the same yellow as before.
Yes, I'm waiting for some areas of the work are drier. I'm going to make a mix outside the palette. I'm using now phthalo green with Jean Brilliant number 1. It's very similar to the cobalt teal, but not so blue. This color is perfect, for example, for the bridge, for the fence of the bridge. This color is completely artificial. It's not natural, but we are painting an element made by the humans. It's not So another green now to our composition.
I got so many greens.
Yes, that's the reason I have chosen this picture, because of the green. I think it's very interesting to learn to mix greens.
Definitely.
Always with my phthalo green is essential on my palette. Now I'm going to put this small bush. Here we have more brushwood, more grasses.
How fast, my God, you paint so fast.
Yes.
Someone said, you are the fastest painter I've ever seen in Facebook. We have some nice comments also in Facebook. Ria says, I love your work and learn a lot. Thanks. Juliet says, beautiful. And Rajat says he will watch your demo later because now he's in London in the underground.
Okay.
And Jean says, love seeing this live. So
okay.
great.
I'm going to put now, thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to put the shadow of the house on the water. So now this is lighter and this is darker. But this color is not so white as the white we have on the wall. I'm going to paint now the windows, the doors, the small details, darks details on dry paper. What palette? What is Minga? I don't understand this comment.
Which one?
With Minga, what is he Minga? I don't understand. I don't understand the comment or the palette of the palette. I don't know. Well, I'm painting darks. The eaves of the house, the doors, and using now some cerulean blue chromium.
Oh.
We can see also some windows here. How many time, Angela?
Now 7 minutes.
Okay.
No, 9 minutes actually.
9 minutes. Ah, I can relax.
Time, yeah. You can relax. You can have a coffee and come back.
Okay. Well, last touches. I'm going to put some things, some areas that, for example, the shadow of the small house we have here.
I think I understand the comment of the palette. I've just seen it now. What palette where I think it's a mistake, a spelling mistake. I think she means he's mixing.
Ah, okay. The palette is petite palette. Palette is brass palette, handmade, especially designed by me. I designed the holes and the mixing areas.
La petite palette. It's brass, isn't it?
Yes, it's brass. Yes. Well, I'm going to put some grasses here at the foreground. First, I need to make a big mix with dark colors. Again, phthalo green, indigo. Now we have another different green.
Still another?
Yes, indigo and phthalo green.
Wow.
And I'm going to use my rigger brush. This is an Skoda Kronos number 2. Is a rigger, very long point, only to paint grasses. This is very important to create the foreground and to create depth when placing these small grasses. Sometimes I change the color a little bit. To avoid repetitions of color, to have more variety. It's very important to have these darks and these grasses, because we create another plane.
Yes, more depth. Yeah.
I'm going to cover this corner completely, and we can also scratch.
Pablo, what is your how do you avoid cauliflowering or like blooms and blossoms?
My favorite color for
How do you avoid?
How do you avoid like the paint cauliflowering or blooming and getting those back runs?
Oh, this yellow, do you mean the yellows?
No, ¿cómo evitas las coliflores?
I didn't understand. How do you say cauliflower?
Cauliflowers, yes.
Cauliflower? Yeah, yes.
Blooms or blossoms, yes.
Blossom. That's the reason I didn't understand. I always call it cauliflowers. Well, to avoid blossoms is very easy because you have to carry on your brush always more pigment than water and than the amount of water that you have on your paper. If you carry more water on the brush than the water that is on the paper, you will have a blossom for sure. That's the way. I'm using now directly from the tube, very pure, John Brilliant number 1, to put more small things, small leaves, small whatever, that is floating on the surface of the river. This is, again, completely opaque painting, but it's very useful. For example, here, these small touches. If we have lost some lights, we can recover the lights using opaque painting. Remember that I have mixed both. I have used transparent and opaque painting. The reflection is completely transparent, and the final details are opaque. I'm finishing. I am painting, for example, the reflection of this bush. Okay. And I am just adding small details. I'm going to put also some small things floating here on the light area of the river, on the reflection of the sky. I'm going to put small things to create more feeling of reflection of water, and also placing this small line will create another plane on the surface of the water.
Pablo, Carito says, every stroke is a joy and adds to the context of the landscape. Beautiful. That is in Facebook.
Oh, thank you very much. It is on Facebook and also on YouTube?
Yes, both.
Okay.
No, not YouTube. Well, YouTube later. It will be uploaded later in a couple of days or a week.
Okay.
So live it's Zoom and Facebook.
Live is okay, perfect.
And then it will be on Daniel Smith official YouTube page.
Oh, perfect.
For everyone to see.
Well, now I'm using directly Taylor Green.
Very daring.
Yes, but in this case, this kind of landscape is perfect to use directly the Taylor Green. Just a few touches. And the time, Angela, please.
Listen, you have 2 minutes left, so
okay.
Perfect timing.
Okay, so I'm going to put some darks here to create more depth against the sky. just with the side of my brush to create more texture here. Just enough to create more contrast. But I'm going to leave this lovely blending.
Spectacular, very spectacular.
And
You have a student, I think, called Kelly Booth. Pablo is the most amazing tutor. I've learned so much from him. Thank you, Pablo.
thank you very much, Angela.
No, that is Kelly.
Ah, okay.
Kelly Booth. But for me, it's true as well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to remove the blue tape because it's time, and I want to finish without taking off this.
My God, it's only 1 minute left.
That's all.
Beautiful, Pablo.
Congratulations. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfection exists.
Perfecto. Perfecto.
Thank you very much. I'm going to change to see you all.
Beautiful.
Can
It
you
is
hold the
amazing.
painting up that we have
Yes,
next to
of
you?
course.
Look at Ana Maria. Yes, that's it.
Anna Marie,
Anna
nice.
Marie.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Perfect.
Fantástico,
Ana Maria.
Pablo, fantástico. Saludos de Canadá.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Muchas gracias.
Thank you for your wonderful teaching. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes,
you're
thank you.
amazing.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very
Gracias,
much.
Pablo. Gracias. Gracias, Pablo.
Thank you.
Muchas
Nada,
gracias,
un
Pablo.
placer, encantado.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
Anna
you very
too.
much
Anna.
for joining me today.
Oh, look at that. Also, Anna. Anna.
Also, Anna, you painted
Anna
along with
Candela.
me.
Anna
Yes,
Maria, yes.
thank you. I have taken a course from you also, so
Yes.
a student here.
Okay. Yes, Anna. Yeah,
Gracias, gracias, Pablo.
I know you now. I remember you.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Perfect.
Naughty.
Amazing.
very
Let's
nice.
check who else.
Good
Beautiful.
job. Well, I hope you have learned a lot about greens. I think it was my my first. The main focus is to learn you how to make greens in this complex landscape, full of forests, trees, brushwood, grasses.
That's fantastic. And we can rewatch it as many times as we want in YouTube. So thank you so much, Pablo.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Awesome.
Pablo.
Thank you, Pablo.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Pablo.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Pablo.
Gracias,
Thank you.
Pablo.
Bye bye.